Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick little speed and camera test comparison here between the Xiaomi Mi 5 and the iPhone 6s Plus here. So these are the best that each company has to offer for 2016, and we can just start them up here at the same time. So we are running the latest iOS 9.3 on the iPhone as well. Just received that update, the official one, and it does boot up very fast now. You know, gone is the slowness of some of the betas of iOS 9.3 that we did see, and it feels very nice and smooth, and you can see it comfortably beats the Xiaomi when it comes to the booting up. So maybe we can see here in the settings, and with this one some people have been saying this isn't a 64 gig model, so we can just quickly show you where is it, somewhere in here, there we go. So you can see that is basically the 2.2 gigs processor variant, I think, and this one is not checking for the update. So you can see down here basically what it is, 9.3, so that's very nice. We can just start off and have a look at some day-to-day performance between the two. See if we can see any differences here. So let's try that one again. Go. And Tinder, so a little bit faster on the Xiaomi. Steam, that was the iPhone. Facebook, iPhone again, and what else do we have? WhatsApp, so a little bit faster again on the iPhone there. Yeah, coming to nearly a year old and still keeping up with all the good stuff here from Android. App Store, so you can see very nice and fast fluid performance here on the iPhone. Dialer, and again, and music. So if you ask me, I'm thinking it's the iPhone, you know. I'm not trying to be biased or anything. That was quicker on the Mi 5 then, very nice. But generally I'm seeing a little bit faster performance on the iPhone, if I do say so myself. We can have a look at a game performance on both of them. So we do have Asphalt. So even with the latest like octa-core, Cairo, good stuff, you're still, you know, you're still faster on the A9, which is pretty incredible if you ask me. So I'm gonna give that to the iPhone here, much to, you know, the chagrin of some people who will be like, you know, he's an iPhone fanboy. I'm just, you know, saying what I see here, and what I see is the iPhone still, you know, dominating pretty much. So we just have a look at the Wi-Fi performance. Ew, that's a bit low. So quite a mediocre score here. Definitely on the 5G Wi-Fi. And the iPhone here, what can you give us? Ooh, it's going to be exciting, and it's always exciting on the iPhone. Yeah, there you go. That's nearly twice the speed there. So you know what, I'm feeling generous, so I'm going to give it another go. Let's give it another go, because that did seem to be a little bit sluggish, if you ask me. Oh yes, that's a lot better. But it still can't beat the iPhone. Oh no, sorry, denied. Upload's good though, we'll give it the upload. Very good for the upload. We can just have a look at the real world browsing performance here. So I want to go to, nope, I don't want to go there. I want to go to Kotaku. Yes, let's have some video games. So go. So I have actually noticed that the Mi5 seems to be very laggy when it comes to the web browsing, and I'm trying to avoid using the inbuilt browser because it's full of like Mandarin, and I'm using Chrome here, but you can see, even though it's up to date, it seems to be very slow. Whoops, nearly knocked the camera off then. So you can see, you know, I am seeing very slow performance here on the browsing. The iPhone very quick to load everything pretty much. Very slow. So, you know, definite improvement needs to be made there, I think, really, when it comes to the Mi 5. It is positioned as, you know, a flagship killer, if we, to be honest. We can just finally round off with a bit of multitasking here. Have a look at the comparison. So this is a 3 gig RAM model versus the 2 gig on the iPhone. Yeah, it's 2 gig. I think the new iPhone is coming only with 1 gig though, because Apple is being shady about that. So I think we got a little crash there on the iPhone maybe. So we'll give a nod to the Mi 5. But generally it seems that the iPhones bring them up faster. If you ask me. So how about the game? So I kept it in memory, but the iPhone was still faster, if you ask me again, and I know you did. Camera, quicker here again. So probably going to give this to the iPhone, the multitasking as well. Wow, full house for the iPhone pretty much. So How do they fare on the cameras? Can the Mi make up for the performance here? We can have a look. So we did do a comparison between the two, and you can have a look here, see, you know, if you can see any differences. We did do some in the bad light and in the good light. So we'll just get the bad light ones up on the Mi. So this is the same room, by the way, but you know, the colours were changing on the lights and going crazy. But generally, I think the performance was about comparable when it came to the bad light. Probably a bit more colourful and lively on the Mi5, which is good. You can see it's a bit murky and dark here on the iPhone, but I think where the iPhone specializes is making things look kind of realistic. Sometimes things can be a bit unrealistic on the Xiaomi, particularly in the good light. I noticed this. If we just have a look at some of the good light shots, you'll notice that the colors are a bit more muted. I noticed that some of the images were a bit over sharpened on the good light on the Mi5 compared to the iPhones, but you can have a look yourself, you know, make your own mind up here. Personally, I'm satisfied with the performance. It's a solid step up from previous Xiaomi phones, but I think they still have some way to go to, you know, mix it with the top end handsets. You can also have a look at the video recording comparison. Hey guys, so it's time to do a side-by-side comparison here of the iPhone 6s Plus and the Mi5 from Xiaomi. So I wanted to do a quick little test of the stability here of the optical image stabilization in both of them. So we're just going to have a walk along here, and you can be the judge of how stable it is on both of them. Not the smoothest of paths, this isn't, so you know, very good testing grounds. And on the screens, I think the colours look a little bit more natural on the iPhone, whereas they're very kind of bright on the Xiaomi. Let's have a quick walk again. So you can see how green these plants look on the Xiaomi. So we can just check out the focusing here on both of them. So nice and close here with both of them, and then focus out. So I think the Mi5 was very fast there compared to the iPhone, which is fast in itself. So at the end of the day, you know, I've got to also remind you the Mi5 is like half the price of the iPhone at the end of the day, so there are going to be some compromises here and there, but generally, you know, I think that Xiaomi could have made a better job of optimizing the software, you know, to really get the most out of the processor performance. It is running the latest high-end you know, Snapdragon device, so I think generally you can see here there is some improvement to be made when it comes to day-to-day performance. Camera performance is very good. Is it as good as the best? You know, probably I would still reserve that to the Samsung and LG camp at the moment. But yeah, you know, just a quick little comparison here between these two handsets. Hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.